Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the seventh Goals and Dreams workshop. Saying, how do I master my failure and embrace overwhelm? I'm going to start with a statistic. There was a study done in America a couple of years ago with 157 fatal heart attack victims. 100% of them were chronic mouth overbreathers. Let that sink in for a minute. And you're thinking, what's that got to do with me? Well, a lot. Here's why. We are a world of chronic overbreathers. It's an epidemic. Now, what do I mean by overbreathers? Typically, you breathe between 12 to 16 times a minute. If you're breathing less than that, and it's easy to test, just being in a calmed place, we won't do it right now. Time yourself for a minute. How many times do you breathe in a minute? If you breathe less than 12, that's fantastic. You're pretty healthy. If you breathe above 16 breaths in a resting state, that means you are in a stressed state. And what's happening is you are then over-manipulating your autonomic nervous system. Your autonomic nervous system is the system of your body that happens automatically. Your breathing, your blood pressure, your heartbeat, your body temperature, your digestion is all automatic. So here's tip one. Write this down. Shut your mouth. I'm not being rude. I've actually got your best interests at heart. I've got your health at heart. Shut your mouth. We breathe between 20 to 25,000 times every single day. How much of that is conscious? How much of that breathing are you aware of? When you start to focus on your breathing, it is the only means of our autonomic nervous system that you can use to control your entire body. What do I mean by that? When was the last time you tried to control your body temperature? If you're a yogi, maybe. When was the last time you tried to control the beat of your heart? When was the last time you tried to control your breath? Your breath can control and manipulate your entire autonomic nervous system. When you're breathing effectively, shutting your mouth, point number one. Breathing through your nose, I'll explain why just now. You'll start to sleep better. You will start to create a state of change where you can deal with circumstances more. You'll reduce your blood pressure, your heartbeat will lower, your emotional triggers will reduce. Your day-to-day activities, you'll be able to deal with and handle easier. But could it be as simple as that? Well, let me ask you a question here and put this answer in the chat box, please. When you're in a state of anxiety, stress, maybe you're just about to have a panic attack. If you can imagine somebody in a panic attack state, do they breathe fast or slow? Put in the chat box. In your panic state, do you breathe fast or slow? Fast. Thank you, Chantal. Do you breathe from your chest or your belly? Picture somebody in a panic state. Where do they breathe? Chest. That's it. Panic attacks, chest. Does your blood pressure go up or does your blood pressure go down? Blood pressure goes up, 100%. Does your heart beat faster or does your heart beat slower? Faster. Exactly. You've got this. Do you breathe through your mouth or your nose? Mouth. When you're in a panic state, you breathe through your mouth. You think that you need to take more breath, more air, lacking oxygen. I need to. You're breathing here, everything goes up. You start to get lightheaded. How many people, when they get lightheaded, when they're in a panic state, faint? You see, you're breathing fast because you think you need more oxygen, when in fact, breathing fast like that, what actually happens is it causes vasoconstriction. Your blood vessels constrict, taking away the blood from your brain, your hands, your feet, which is what the tingling is. It's not over-oxygenation, it's lack. A number of things, when you close your mouth, there's a number of things that start to happen. Number one is you breathe through your belly, not your chest. Chest, sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight. Belly, parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. When you breathe through your nose, you more likely breathe through your belly. Straight away, it's going to start heart-centering you. It's going to slow you down. When you breathe through your nose, you warm the air. You filter the air. And big and major, you increase nasal nitric oxide. What on earth is nasal nitric oxide? Good question. Nitric oxide is necessary gas in the transfer of oxygen into your bloodstream. Without nitric oxide, the oxygen doesn't go as easily in your bloodstream. Breathing through your nose increases it. So here's a couple of tips that I'm going to finish on for you. Write these down of what you can do right now. Straight away, I've given you a way when you're in that anxious way, in that mode of tension, of stress, whatever it is, whether it's fear, whether it's anxiety. Shut your mouth, breathe through your nose, step number one. So here's how you can practice this during your day to becoming what is called a conscious, connected breather. Number one, shut your mouth. You've got it. Number two, tape your mouth shut at night. Any mouth tapers here? Some of you are thinking, what? In South Africa, we call it micropore. I think in the US, it's called M3 tape. Micropore, underneath your nose to your chin. When you're walking, be conscious and close your mouth. If you're walking from your car to the shop, from your car to the office, from your car to the house, walking around the office, be aware, shut your mouth, breathe through your nose. Number four, where am I? Number four, I can't remember. Number four, become a conscious, connected breather. When you're sitting at your desk, be aware of your breath, close your mouth. Breathe through your nose, be aware of it. Over time, you'll slowly start to notice a slight shift and you'll calm more. You won't be as peaked because when you're at stress, again, you'll notice, my mouth's open. Number five, be a heart-conscious breather. When you're breathing, focus on your heart. As you're sitting at your desk, breathe in and out through your nose. You inhale to the count of 5, and then you exhale to the count of 5. But physically, in your mind, count up the numbers. Because while you're counting and you're breathing, your mind will slow down. Lao Tzu said a wonderful thing. The perfect man breathes as if he is not breathing. You are in control of your feeling state by the use of your breath. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.